Everyone has access to the portal for their desk phone. To log into the portal, you enter in your extension, followed by your company name. For this demo, I'm using the client demo, and then your password. If you don't have a username password, click on the Are You a New User icon, and then enter in your email address and extension. If your account has an email address tied to the extension, you will be sent an email allowing you to set up your access to the portal. When you log into the portal, the home screen shows a dashboard containing your voicemail messages, and below that, your recent call history. If I click on the Messages tab, I will be taken to a list of all my voicemail. This page allows you to manage your voicemail very easily. The voicemail is transcribed for each message, so I can briefly read them, or I can click on the play button to play the message through my computer. The call to play button is what I prefer, since it will call your desk phone, and you can then listen to your message through your desk phone. The forward button allows you to forward the message to another user in your company. You just click on it and then type in the extension or name of the person that you want to forward it to. The download button downloads the message to your computer if you need to store it somewhere else for a specific reason. And the save icon will put the message into the saved queue. You can then use this drop-down box to view your saved messages or even view the voicemail that you recently deleted. If you click on the delete key, it will delete the message. Not only does it delete the message here, but it will also delete the message from any other area you check your messages, such as your desk phone or iPhone or Android app. Let's click on the Settings tab to look at my voicemail settings. There are a lot of options you can set, but a couple I'd like to point out. Operator Forward allows the person listening to my voicemail greeting to exit it by pressing 0 and not being stuck with either hanging up or leaving a message. You can put in someone's extension or a ring group extension to ring more than just one phone. This is helpful if you are out of town and you give the caller the option to leave a message, or press 0 if they'd like to speak with someone. Copy to extensions allows me to send a copy of all of my voicemails to any extension that I add. By clicking on the plus icon, I can add multiple extensions. The greetings section allows you to set up your voicemail greetings and allows you to record your name to your phone. Next to voicemail greetings is a drop-down box that allows you to choose what voicemail to play if you have multiple voicemails. If I want to listen to what I have recorded, I can hit the play button. If I click the manage icon, it will allow me to re-record the current voicemail greeting or add an additional one. Since I want to just change the existing voicemail, I'll click on the edit icon and then choose record, which by default will call my extension. However, if I am not at my extension, I can instead change it to someone else's extension or even put in my cell phone number, and the system will call my cell phone, allowing me to record the new message. To start the process, hit Call, and the system will call whatever extension or phone number is in the box. Finally, on this page is the Unified Messaging section. By default, I will receive an email when I get a voicemail. The email will contain the text transcription of the voicemail, along with an attachment containing the audio of the voicemail. The rules on how it is delivered are determined by this drop-down box. The Answering Rules tab allows me to change the rules on what happens when someone calls my extension, or when a call is transferred to my extension. By default, my phone is set to ring for 25 seconds, which is about 4 to 5 rings. And if no one answers, go to voicemail. If I want to ring my phone for less than 25 seconds or longer, I can adjust it with this drop-down list. Let's say, in addition to ringing this extension, I would also like to ring my cell phone. To do this, I click on the Edit button, select Simultaneous Ring, check Answer Confirmation for off-net numbers, which is something you always want to check when adding cell phones to this list, and then add the phone number. If I want to add multiple phone numbers or extensions, I can click on the plus icon to add up to 15 numbers. As a side note, When a call comes in and your cell phone rings, it will show the caller ID of the person calling you. It will not say that the call is coming from the office. However, if the call is coming from the office, a short message will play after you answer the call saying, hit 1 to accept and 2 to ignore, which lets you know the call came from the office, and you can then answer it the way you would answer any call going to your office phone. If you hit 2 or simply hang up, the call will go to your office voicemail, not the voicemail of your cell phone. That is why you want to check Answer Confirmation for off-net numbers. If you don't, a phone call that is not answered may get picked up by your cell phone's voicemail. Another option for simultaneous ring is you can adjust when these extensions start to ring. When I am at my desk, I do not want my cell phone to start ringing immediately as my extension starts to ring. So to solve this, I can adjust my cell phone to ring 5 seconds after my extension starts to ring. I'll hit Save to see the changes. You can now see that when someone calls me directly or when a call is transferred to my extension will start ringing. And then after 5 seconds, my cell phone will start ringing. And after 25 seconds, if neither phone is answered, it will go to my office voicemail. The Phones tab will list all phones tied to this extension. Since this is a demo account, there are no phones. However, the reason I wanted to show you this tab is because of the button for Snap Mobile. Snap Mobile is an iPhone and Android app that allows you to easily view your voicemail messages, view your call history, and make outbound calls that come from your office number. That way, you can call a client back from your cell phone without giving out your cell phone number. The Call History tab will allow you to view all of your calls. The call history list will show all calls that were made, inbound or outbound, along with the duration of the call. If you have call recording turned on, then from this page, you can also listen to the audio for your calls and even download it to your computer to keep forever. If I click on the Filters tab, I can change the date range for the calls I'm interested in viewing. I can also specify a phone number and the type of call, such as inbound or outbound. There are a lot of filter possibilities. If I want to change information about my profile, such as first name, last name, or email address, I can click on my name at the top right-hand corner and choose Profile. I can also change my password for the portal along with the PIN for accessing the voicemail on my desk phone. You can also add multiple email addresses by clicking on the plus icon. In addition, if you want to receive a text message when someone leaves a voicemail, which also transcribes it, you can put it in the text email address for your cell phone. Each cell phone carrier has an email address for sending text messages. For AT&T, the pattern is your phone number, followed by @txt.att.net. For the other carriers, such as Verizon, T-Mobile, or Sprint, you can do a Google search to see what their pattern is. Lastly, if I click on the Contacts tab at the bottom right-hand corner, a new window pops up showing me all of the extensions in the company. If there is a green dot next to the name, it means that the phone is online. If it is red, it means that the person is on the phone. If there is an additional blue dot within the green or red dot, it means that the person is logged into the portal, and if you want, you can live text them. You can also text people when they aren't in the portal. However, they won't receive it until they log in. That wraps up the Snapcom portal overview. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day.